It's Thursday, June motherfucking 2nd, bitches. Greetings from Podcastville. The church is brought to you by my old American standard, Onnit, supplements, Alpha Brain, Shroom Tech Immune, Shroom Tech Sport. This is the way to go if you're looking after your health. On the way out, go to onnit.com, promo code CHURCH. You see something you like in the supplements, I can't do nothing in the weights, but as far as supplements are concerned, I'll get you 10% off delivered to your motherfucking door. That's how we roll. You understand me? Onnit, the smartest way to go for your health. Also this week, the church is brought to you by MyBookie. Listen, you got baseball, you got NHL playoffs, you got MMA, you got UFC, you got Bellator coming in June. You play, you win, you get paid. Whether you bet on the underdogs, the overdogs, and MyBookie is the place for you. MyBookie loves baseball, constantly delivers great selections of bets for every game. We love hockey, we love MMA, and even better, they'll process all your payout requests within 48 hours so you get paid fast when you win. Best of all is their easy-to-use mobile sites. And to make sure you have plenty of cash, MyBookie will give you a 50% bonus. That's right, 50% bonus on your first deposit. Visit MyBookie AG today and use promo code CHURCH. That's the way to make it happen. You understand me? The church is also brought to you by, like I told you, Mother's Day is around the corner. Don't forget to thank the real pros in your life this year because it's your mom. It's coming up on May 2nd. Do not forget, write it down right now. Where would you be without your mom? Pro Flowers is here to help you show your appreciation this year. Listen, as far as my wife's concerned, she gets the goods, 22 of these dozens. So Pro Flowers helps you choose from a variety of bouquets. But listen, right now, you got a dozen assorted roses for $19.99. That's right, $19.99. Double the roses and get a premium vase for $9.99 more. Visit proflowers.com. Click the microphone in the upper right-hand corner. Enter promo code HAPPENING, HAPPENING. That's proflowers.com with the use promo code HAPPENING. Mother's Day is May 12th, so don't wait. Order like a pro and get this tremendous deal to thank all the moms in your life. Are you ready to get this podcast started? Is my brother, motherfucking George Perez, the Christ Killer, and Uncle Joey. Take this fucking mule. Cisco, what's up, George Perez, you bad motherfucker?
Chilling, my boy.
I finally got to listen to your mama's house. You tore that motherfucker up.
Oh, dog, it was awesome,
Bro,
man.
White Stream America ain't ready for us, dog.
Nah.
You went in there, fucked them up. I went in there, was talking shit.
Yeah, I seen it.
And it's tremendous. I'm so proud of you. What's happening, baby?
Thank you. You know, baby, just fucking following orders and shooting out commands, dog.
That's it.
You know?
It's the same fucking grill every goddamn day, man. People never realize that it's repetitive, but you enjoy it so much that you don't mind. It's not like putting a fucking screw on a lawnmower in a factory and you're in a line worker. We're line workers. We have to do the same shit every day. Same military hours.
Fuck yeah.
There's something at 8, there's something at 10, there's something at 12. And if not, you just, once you lose that passion, the shit stops rolling.
I feel you. Like, I still turn down pussy.
You do?
Yeah, like, nah, I gotta go do a show, baby. I can't, I gotta do a show. When did you turn down pussy?
Never. I had no choice. I ain't good looking. I gotta take it while it's there. You know what I'm saying? You're missing a leg. I gotta dive in. I gotta throw away the hump. Fuck it. No, I know what you're saying. No. Sacrifice is big.
Yeah.
When you're trying to become something, whether it's a plumber, sacrifice is big. You get all these outside sources trying to hit you. And listen, don't get me wrong, dog. You fall apart from time to time and you miss a day and a half.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that if you've done 21 straight. Nobody, I don't talk shit, but I rest as much as I play.
I got you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up early and I'm sending emails, but you know what? There comes a time in the day when I sit down and watch the news.
Oh, I feel you.
And I watch World News Tonight, or I watch something on Telemundo, or, every day. And then at night, when you get home from doing comedy, you need that hour or two.
Fuck yeah,
for
silence.
To unwind. I give thanks every day, and I've told my wife this. I go, we don't live in a house where we're in a rush in the morning. You want to piss me off? Be in a rush in the morning. Right?
Oh, fuck that.
Drives me crazy. And I know you didn't grow up in no Beverly Hills. Neither did I, neither did Lee. Well, Lee grew up a little quieter and a little bit more structure. But what I'm trying to say is there's nothing like when you got a shit and there's somebody in the bathroom doing their fucking hair.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and stink it up and you fuck it up for the rest of the family. But that's what happens because of having one bathroom. I don't like living in that rush. I grew up in that rush with people that in the morning were taking this and then then they go to the car and they'd run in because they forgot their keys. That shit just gets you like, damn. Then you're running late and you got to walk up a hill. Now you're in a bad mood. It's just unsettling. And that's why I always knew that I always was not going to have a day job.
Yeah. I had day jobs, but just because I had kids, you know what I mean? Like it was mandatory.
No. I always knew I was going to have a job.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to do it in the daytime.
I got you. Not no 9 to 5.
No, I always did not like that rush. I didn't know what it was till about a few years ago, but I knew at the age of, at 16, I knew I didn't want a day job. I wanted to work in a warehouse at night or bartend.
Hell yeah, where shit happens.
Yeah, I wanted my days to myself. I always thought that staying out of a bar is a good thing.
Okay.
I'd rather stay the fuck out of a bar and stay out of a social circle and have my daytime. I could get up, like work till 5, go home. Everybody's getting ready to leave. You put a cheese omelet on.
Yeah.
You watch cartoons. You smoke a joint. You go to bed around. And people who go to bed around 8 in the morning, they're up at 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're up at 2. They get up. They see what's going on. Yeah, some days you go to sleep till 4. But some days you get up. You fucking do shit. You work out. You know, you don't have to be at work till 9.
Yeah, you get to fuck all the girls that get their late lunch breaks.
Yeah, you greet your family when they come in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have to cook in the daytime. You help your wife. So when she comes home at 5, there's dinner. I remember being a kid and looking at want ads and going, day job.
What was your first job, dog? Like honest, like where you had to give your ID and your social?
The jobs I had growing up are part of who I am today. You know, because the people I work for, you couldn't cut corners. You either did the work or you didn't, and you did it their way.
Yeah,
not your way. We don't care what you want to do, and they would tell you your way is wrong. It's wrong, and they were right because we're always looking for a way out. When you're young, you're looking at the clock.
Yeah,
you don't really want to work. One of my first jobs is a hard carrier. Like I had worked for my mother all those years.
A hot carrier is what?
When you make cement and you have to bring it up to the brick masons.
I got
and
you.
You have to work in front of them. You can't work behind them, which means you have to have, if they go for a brick and they don't have a brick, that's money.
Yeah.
So their bricks got to be laid out.
I know what you mean now.
Just how they go to grab them.
Yes.
Their cement has to be wet.
Yeah.
If they let this, so you have to watch 18 things at once. You have to keep making cement, keep it in the machine.
Yeah, it's like a tender now for what? Yeah, for bricklayers.
Put it in the fucking
on the
thing.
It's a big wooden board.
Put it in their fucking bucket.
Yeah,
make sure it's wet. Put water on it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they're light on brick, and make sure the scaffold's done before they get there.
Yeah, you got to set up the next move for them.
You have to have the move done. That was a great educator in me. That was a very great educator in me because it taught you to look beyond what you're doing in front of you. Just enough to make your job easier. You know, when you paint, if I hire some kid on the street to paint, he's going to come in here and he's just going to throw paint on the walls. He's going to paint the hinges. Everybody knows that paint, 90% of it is preparation.
Yep.
It's taping the edges, taping the windows. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes, but the job's going to be that much better. Take the sockets off the fucking wall.
So hit it all, huh?
The socket's not gray because he took it off the wall when he painted it. All those little things prepare you for life to not to cut ends. Like, the first job I really had that I had to be like on my own, like the brick mason I worked for, I knew. But when my mother died, my friend came to me. He goes, I got a better job. I want you to take my job. And I'll never forget, I went down there, gave the guy my ID, did the thing, and the guy goes, I'm going to give you a test today. I want you to sweep the room. I knew from my stepfather, because I used to get aggravated with my stepfather, because my stepfather goes, you're not sweeping right.
Yeah.
You're sweeping like a sack of shit. When I tell you to sweep the garage, you got to move everything.
Yeah.
Sweep it and then put it back, and then move the other side sweep that, then put it back, then put it all in the middle, then sweep it all out towards the front.
Straight up.
So that's what I did. I moved the fuel. When he came back, he goes, "You know what you're doing."
Look how confused Lee is talking.
You know what you're doing.
I didn't work manual labor. Luckily, I didn't do that. But I worked a lot of minimum wage jobs, like CVS, movie theaters,
Get
restaurants.
the fuck out of here, dog.
I did. I've been working since 14.
Oh shit.
I bought my first car. I grew up. It's different. I was very lucky. I grew up in a very white, very nice part of town. But everyone I grew up with, their parents bought them BMWs, all that. I bought my first car. I was the poorer family in the nice town. So I've worked since I was 14.
You guys still had Hondas and shit.
Yeah, I had a 97 Chevy Cavalier that the brakes didn't work. The door, if it got really cold, the door wouldn't close. Like the door would just open at the stop sign.
That's
sometimes.
the worst. My first car. That's a piece of shit.
Oh, I loved it though.
But for a Cholo, it was different. My first car was like an 87 Monte Carlo. And Georgie's mom, my oldest son Georgie, her uncle, they all were mechanics rebuilding lowrider cars. So I had a primer, Joey. Oh, it had the luxury edition headlights. You know, I was a Cholo back then. It was,
Did your car bounce?
Nah, I wasn't
No
fucking like
hydraulics,
that.
nothing
Now,
like
I
that?
only had it for like 8 months because the fuel exhaust was too fucked up and I didn't really know about that shit. And my girl was like, I'm getting fucking headaches sitting in this car.
So my comedy car had the exhaust.
Yeah.
I had to pull over and take a nap every hour on the hour. I'd write a suicide note. I was like, Brody, I was all fucked up. I had to drive one night from Northern Oregon to Seattle. It was a 4-hour drive.
In that?
It took me 9 hours. That was a terror. It's the reason why I drive a Subaru today is because it's the best car I could drive for the money. Mm-hmm. And number two,
It's safe too, right?
it's real safe. I know what I do to cars.
I got you.
What I did to cars from 1979 to 1990 was just absurd.
Not even putting oil, not giving a fuck.
I took care of them because I paid for the cars. But the dents,
Oh, okay.
the crashes, the
Yeah.
blown up, the blown up fucking, the thing that spins,
Timing belt?
timing belt.
Yeah.
I blew up cars, 20 that I remember. And there's got to be another 10 that I don't
Jesus,
remember.
I get in cars with you all the time.
I had the worst luck with cars. I had a car light on fire by itself.
Yeah, one of my cars lit on fire
The
too.
first car I broke, the engine blew. Another time I had a van that got caught in electrical wire on the street. Only that could happen to an idiot like me. When it snows in New Jersey, you lose the traction. And I wanted to make a U-turn on the hill.
Oh,
And the fucking bumper of the car got caught in the electrical wires. The reason why I'm still alive is through the grace of God. And you know me with the radio blasting, trying to pull, and the tires and fires coming.
Yeah.
And dog, I went on. I'm like, holy shit! Thank God there's 3 kids coming by, and I had like $4 in my pocket, and they helped me take it out, pull the van back, and undo that. That van, I think, blew up somewhere. You know how many people I worked for gave me cars, and their cars were great. Like
And
nothing.
then you just dug
Until
them
I
out.
got there.
Like
Until
a
I got-
hoe.
My foot is the size 13, and
Oh,
it's heavy.
shit.
I'll never forget. I worked for a car dealer. I worked for 2 car dealerships back to back that I had to quit because I blew up their cars.
No way, just
was
for
a
driving
used-
them home?
There was a used car lot that I took the car to Wyoming in the snow, dog. I worked for these people just for the car.
Yeah,
Well,
so
these
you just
Mexican
worked to
dudes-
get the hustle to take the car.
They loved me because I speak Spanish and I would sell cars. And I told them, for me to work, I got to get a car that would just drive to work back and forth. I ain't taking no bus. And they were cool with me. First car they gave me had its own problem. They gave me like 4 cars in 2 months. And the last car I took to Wyoming, on the way back, that motherfucker was smoking. Dog.
what are you doing to these? How does that happen?
I barely made it to work Monday.
Oh my god!
And I could feel like the needle was on fire. And
Yeah.
shit. And when I got there, I touched the hood and my hand almost burned and it was snowing. It was 20 below zero or something.
That's what saved the car.
And I pulled up and I just left it there. And I walked in, I go, guys, I got that big comedy break. They're like, what are you talking about? I go, HBO called. In fact, I'm on a plane right now. Good luck. Thank you. I'm going to use you as a reference. They're like, thank you, man. Where's the key? I go, did you fill it up? Yeah. Dog, I pulled off. Like 20 minutes later, my pager was going off. Come back. What'd you do to this fucking car? So I was blown. Then I went to work at a Jeep Eagle place.
Imagine when they went to go touch the hood, dog.
Bro, I went to work at a Jeep Eagle place. They put me in a brand new fucking car. I went again to do comedy up in Vale or something one night. I had to sleep on the side of the street. She didn't put you up. So I just pulled over to the side of the road and put the heat on.
Comedy clubs didn't give like features.
That wasn't a comedy club. It was a one-nighter up in the mountains.
Okay.
And they gave the feature and the headline. They told me when I took the gig, but I still took it just to be a hardhead.
Yeah.
I took the gig just to work, and I'll never forget starting the car in the morning and it was like 10 below, and I started the car now warming, and I was running late for work, and all of a sudden I hear and the fucking whatever the
Oh, you're talking the serpentine belt now, that big one that goes
big
on all.
belt
Yeah.
snapped.
Oh yeah.
I called him. I was running late, and I made up a story, and I just finally go, listen, I quit. Your car's in van. Like, what the fuck is it doing? I mean, I just had horrible luck. When I got to Boulder, I didn't have a car. The deli zone, the dealership, the Honda food place lent me that delivery car. They were so kind. They would close the shop at 8. I would come at a quarter after 8. And they go, we don't want to leave the car out. Take it. And I would go do comedy with that car at night. That's how fortunate I've been.
Hell yeah.
And I would run to different places. The last night I drove that car, the lights blew out. Then I bought an Acura. I thought I was Johnny Bananas. I bought an Acura. That car is still laying somewhere on some side of the fucking road. I was going to a Denver Nugget game, and the rim broke. Jeez. So I had to go to the Wolf, Mike Kessler, give me the keys to the dealership so I could steal a car from the lot, bring it to my house, take the rims off and the tires, put it on my car, and then bring that car back with the fucked up rims.
Yeah.
Guys, I've done it all.
Oh, those are all OG crimes.
In 94, I bought a fucking... What was Toyota? Nissan.
Oh, Sentra.
It was, before
Toyota
Nissan,
Celica.
What was it before it was Nissan?
Datsun?
Datsun. It was a Datsun B210.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was tough as nail. That was my first real comedy road car.
It was reliable.
That car got me from I bought it with 150,000 miles, dog.
Whoa.
And that car was mint. That car gave me another 100,000 for a year, and hard. The only thing that happened to that car with me was the frame broke in Nebraska. That was it. And then finally in Seattle, I crashed into a car. Dog, I was driving to the contest, and I was going uphill. And there was a dude, and I rear-ended him. And he came out, bro, I just bought this car. He had just bought it. He had just drove it off the lot.
Oh.
We exchanged numbers. I never heard from him again.
Did you give him the real number?
Yeah, I gave him the real VIN number, my insurance. I told him my insurance. I made up some insurance information.
I was going to say, did you have insurance?
Yeah, no. I had no insurance, no registration, no. I've gone through cars, Joe.
I know what you mean, dog.
So for me, like when people bust my balls, like Joe Rogan, you need a Cadillac. For what?
Yeah.
I already had a big car. Look at the right side. It got more dents up in the front than fucking...
He said he drives by sound.
I drive by sound. I got more fucking dents in my car than what's his name got in his head. And I just said, fuck no more. I don't see the... Once you learn the real value... Listen.
You're just going to mess it up.
First of all, I don't buy cars. I lease them.
Okay.
Once my credit got back to good, I started leasing cars.
Why? What's your theory behind that?
You lease what depreciates and you own what appreciates.
I got you.
You know how much the value, you know how much garbage a car is?
It loses like 1,000 when you leave the lot, right?
As soon as you leave the lot. More than that, 1,700, 1,800. It's just a beat up thing. That's why I've always told people, if you have the means and the credit, lease, because you're renting the car.
Okay.
First of all, if you go buy a car, go over there and tell them, I want to put $5,000 down. And I want to get that car. And they'll come back to you still with a $450, $480 payment. You're just throwing away money, money after. If you take that $5,000 and take $4,000 of it and put in a CD and take that $1,000, you can lease a car and get your payment. It's lease it. It's less by the month to lease than what it is to own. When you own a car, you don't really own it, Chico.
Yeah.
For 5 years, the bank's got that title.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't own it when I lease either. Exactly my point.
Mm-hmm.
Abe Lincoln said, you lease what depreciates and you own what appreciates. What appreciates? A house, real estate,
Okay.
stocks, bonds. That always, a car just goes backwards from the time you buy it. Unless you have a Toyota or a Subaru in Colorado. Once the snow touches the ground, your car goes up in value $1,000.
Yeah?
Toyotas and Subarus, yeah. It all depends. In the summer, you could steal a Subaru. In June, you could steal a Subaru for sticker price because it ain't snowing.
Okay.
You go, you just tell the guy, if I don't see the sticker, I ain't buying it. They'll come out and show you. Can we make 100 over? Can we make a little profit? I'll give you 100 over sticker. I'll finance the car. Somebody else, you don't make no money on the financing. But when you own a car, you don't really own it. So now you're paying 5 years for the fucking car. And once you buy the car, now you own a car that's 75,000 miles, 100,000 miles, and you put 2 dents on it. Now you own that car. Now what did you accomplish? In 2 years, I get sick of driving the car. So every 3 years, you just pass it on. And the first time, and what you do is you go with a car family that's good to you. So you keep renting the same car.
Yeah.
And you go between 2 or 3 different models. Subaru has 4 different models. I just get a different model every 3 years and try it out.
And they don't trip on like the beings and all that shit.
No more fucking down payment. Because the one from the last car carries over.
Oh
All you
shit.
do is carry your keys. And if you're smart enough, the payment only goes up $5.
Okay.
$5 or $10.
Damn.
You could do that every 3 years.
I do different shit. I go to those, those auction things, and I bring my homie that's a mechanic.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
And we go, and because they let you take a look at the car, you just can't sit in it, but you can look at it. And he's just like, "All right, homie, I already know that one." Like the one I have outside, I got that for $600. 2010 Nissan Altima.
Damn.
And then I put $3,000 in a new engine, a new everything, and now that car's gonna last me 12 years, 10 years.
You want that car in 10 fucking years?
No, I just give it to my kids. Every 3 years, they get the car. Like, I just keep going down every 3 years.
It's a smart thing when you have kids. I don't believe kids should get a car right off the bat.
No.
Like, I should have never got a new car off the bat. A lot of people shouldn't. You should give a kid a $400 car, let them dent it, fucking put rotten apples in there. That's why, dog, it's just something that was, like, where I came from, the neighborhood I came from, there was no driving nice cars. That always gets attention. I'm not a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And I still don't want the attention.
Well, my neighborhood, we were cholo, so it was like fix up an old-ass car and make it look good.
Which is also a fucking crazy. Like, I had friends that would buy, like, a Mustang.
Yeah. Okay. In Jersey, they don't have lowriders, huh? And huh?
Not too many.
The Italians would have tripped?
Yeah, they would have tripped. Unless it's something colorful or something like that. But we weren't big into that. Like the kids I grew up with weren't into cars.
It's a California thing, huh?
Well, the weather out there destroys cars too because they put salt on the road.
Oh yeah.
So the cars get rusty, all that shit. Like, that's big. If a car has rust, that panel's pretty much done. You could spray paint and put that Rust-Oleum and finish it up. It'll kill time. It'll buy it time. But once rust gets into that metal, you have to keep buffing it down and buff that rust.
It's like psoriasis and shit.
Yeah, it's like psoriasis.
You know what I miss about cars is fucking in cars. I used to fuck a lot, and from like 16 to 23 in a car, because I always had a baby's mom, so I wasn't spending money on a hotel back then. It was seatbelt rash and a lot of ass. You fucked a lot in cars?
I got my dick sucked with a couple pussies in cars right in the front seat. But no, I wasn't privy into fucking in the car. That's disgusting. Somebody walks by and sees your ass sticking up. I mean, sometimes you got to close them in the car just to close them.
Yeah.
Now you got them on the way home. Let's suck my dick a little bit. Let me eat your pussy just to make sure there's no misunderstandings. If they say no, whatever. I mean, yeah.
I had 5 brothers, dog. It was hard to bring a girl home.
Yeah, it's fun. You fucking.
They would try to take them and shit. Hey,
Sure.
I'm older. We got beer. My brothers were scandalous.
You still get along with your brothers?
Whew, that's a crazy question. One of my brothers doing life in prison. I really don't talk to him. Fucked up crime I can't accept. Now I only talk to 2 of my brothers, bro. I talk to them, but not really and shit. They're more, they're very different from me.
Same mom, same dad?
Yeah. My dad had 5 wives, but he only stayed with my mom because she gave him 6 sons, and my dad didn't have boys with any of these other wives. And we're all a year apart, except for me. I was born, she had her tubes tied, and I still made it, dog. And I have a little brother. My dad got some strong-ass nut. And it's fucking, it's wild. Like, I feel ashamed sometimes because I don't even know my brother's birthday. To this day, I don't know some of their birthdays.
Did you just drift apart? When did you
No,
drift
my
apart?
dad made us real competitive when we were little. So it was always trying to be competitive from it. He didn't make us, but it was just like that. We wanted to have his pride, his honor. You know what I mean? So all my brothers were competing in sports and athletes, and I was I was 4 years apart from everybody's year apartness because my mom had her tubes tied, so she didn't have another kid for 4 years, and it was just real. My dad was like a cartel Mexican American bad motherfucker. Never said I loved you. Barely at the house, but he showed up when it was rent was doing all that shit, you know? He was a coyote, Joe. He had one job for child support in the daytime, and then at night he would work to support us. And then he would just take off on the weekends and come back with cars and shit, and yeah.
How many kids did he have?
The rumor's like 13, 15 total from 5 different wives.
Is your dad still with us?
Nah. Pops is gone. R.I.P.
What does it require to be a fucking coyote? That's just...
Dog, this is like 85, Joey, and my dad was smooth. Because, you know, he was smooth, dog. Like, he had homies. You know, he had friends everywhere. And one of his buddies was the Migra, the Border Patrol, but not the one you drive through, the one you walk through. So my dad would get fake IDs made in Orange County. And since he had 6 kids, he would tell me to get 6 outfits from go get an outfit from all your brothers. We'd drive to TJ. He'd feed them. We'd all stay in a hotel room for like 4 hours. Get everybody like, hey, look, so they would come home in clothes from America. You know what I mean? When you're wearing, nobody had Puma back in the 80s and TJ or Nike or Guess. And then my dad would use all of our kids' birth certificates just so it looks on the camera that we were showing it. Then we would just walk through. His car was parked in the American side. We'd jump in the car and drop everybody off where they had to go.
What would they pay your dad?
He was getting like $7,000-8,000 a head.
No shit.
And because look at it, there's no walk. You're not going to get hurt. You're getting dropped off at your family's house. And my dad, he already had in 1994, my dad brought 4 houses. That's how good he was going. Buying houses, dog. That's a lot of shit. A lot. And we were making loot. One time my mom got locked up. We all went together. That shit was crazy. We all went, and then they pulled over my mom's car, and she did 3 days. But my dad went in there, dropped 5,000 later. It was wild, dog. I've been to TJ, so I know so many little back routes. I know they're not there no more. And this is a time where the cartels didn't give a fuck about human trafficking. To them back then, it was all weed, coke, and speed. When did human trafficking take such a big thing?
Did the cartels, they didn't care about him. Now they do the human trafficking.
Yeah, because now a human is better than a drug. Because if a drug doesn't make it, a drug gets took. If a human doesn't make it, he comes right back and it's another 10,000. Now it's 12, 15,000 for one person. And you don't even get it like my dad. You have to walk it, chance getting fucking caught, all that shit. It's very different. They had a good system back then.
You know, you look at it from the other perspective, man. You're coming from a place where you have nothing, and your family pays for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know with the Chinese and shit, they bring them over and make them work in massage parlors until the bill's paid.
Do you really think...
until the biller's tab is paid.
There's a massage parlor next to the strip club I work at, and all the massage girls there got nice ass cars, and I was thinking what is this a legit one? This is on a sweat. They let them keep the money. I don't know.
Are they Asian? Is it an Asian?
Yeah, it's real Asian.
Even with I saw a documentary about it. The coyotes, they'll take them to a house once they get to America, and if they don't have the money, they kind of keep them there.
Yeah.
Locked up until someone pays.
Yep.
They got them a job at their friend's Mexican restaurant as a busboy. at $3.35 an hour plus tips until they pay off the $10,000.
Yeah, but that's not really. That's like some. Mostly, it's like, hey, we need everything because it's there now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the new shit that I'm hearing, and I don't know if it's accurate, but like, one of my homies says that little kids now are like, fuck it, we'll take the cocaine, we'll jump over with it, and that'll be payment to get my dad over there. Then he'll come get me. Like, motherfucking kids are sacrificing now and just taking drugs over to get the money to bring their parents. Is that crazy, dog?
Just to show you what the value
Of America
is.
Straight up.
Just to show you what, a couple months ago, Trump made a fucking joke or whatever. He said, that cracked me up. He's like, you know what? We'll take up all the fucking refugees, but we'll put them in sanctuary cities and see how much you like it.
That was funny.
Which means here and in San Francisco
Yeah.
for Pelosi. I mean, I'm not politically woke, as they say. But I know what the fuck he's trying to do. And at first I got a little mad, George. I'll tell you why. Because I'm Spanish. And it bothers me that he just focuses on the wall.
Yeah.
I think we're at a point in our country when we have to focus on all of immigration. I mean, there's too many of all of us here right now. And then I was like, who the fuck am I to make that decision? What the fuck? Who the fuck am I to say to close it all off? You know what? America's a dream and a half for some people. And you know what? We, as Americans, are fucking lazy, and we forget. We forget when we look at a fucking immigrant what they'll do.
Yeah.
When you go to, Usman was on Rogan, and he was like, who the fuck cleans your hotel rooms? Who the fuck does all these shitty jobs? Immigrants. And it's not shitty jobs. It's the jobs that Americans have made shitty. Because all of a sudden, we got too much pride to be a fucking grass cutter.
Yeah.
Or, there's got to be white kids that grow up and go, I want to be a carpenter. But the first thing you're going to hear is, it's tough. Because how are you going to learn to be a carpenter? They got Mexicans working for $8 an hour who work circles around you. They don't want to learn how to be a carpenter. So now when you go on a job site, I mean, the growth has definitely, it's the truth.
I know.
For you to become a carpenter, you got to be a carpenter's helper first.
Straight up.
You're not going to get an
apprentice.
18-year-old out of fucking college
No
want to
way.
go, I want to get splinters in my hands all day for $8 an hour. Listen, for $8 an hour, you see this Mexican kid, he don't even say boo. This motherfucker don't even take lunch. You don't even know what lunch is. You've been talking about fasting. White people, oh my God, we're doing a little fasting. Look at this skinny little Mexican yoked and shit. He's been fasting all his fucking life. You understand me? He's on a lifelong fast. And I want to hire you for 8 hours to do what? Tell me stupid stories? Are you going to go to Coachella?
Yeah.
You're saving up to go to Coachella?
Exactly.
So we forget. Me, I've never forgotten that shit. But before I think about doing stupid shit, I think about, like, what the fuck is an immigrant doing right now?
Well, have you heard about what's happening on the farms? Is like crops are going bad on the farms because they did all these raids and they took all these illegal immigrants out, and they literally can't find enough people to work on the farms.
No, we have. It's so funny. My wife and I were having this conversation how they have removed the work ethic from kids. You don't go into a McDonald's no more and see a lot of young kids working.
Oh, I remember that. You're
You
right.
don't go into a lot of places. I hate that they have removed the paper route. I hate that there's no more.
You had a paper route? I did.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't even have a bike. I used to put that shit on my shoulders.
So, what do you think? I delivered on a bike? You walk. Sleet, snow. I still remember getting the papers dumped on the corner, and you had to hit them. You had to get them before they melted.
Yeah.
Got wet.
Oh, so you had a weather challenge.
Oh, dog, I was on the East Coast, and I decided to take that route January 1st. Like, I just wanted the paper route.
Did you have to deliver when it snowed too and all
I
that
took
shit?
a paper route in the afternoons. I took a paper route January 1st. Like I thought I could do this shit. First off, I had to walk 10 blocks just to get there. And my newspapers would be on the corner, and I'd have that little laundry cart, and I have to deflate the string. You got to bring a knife and cut them off, and then fucking
Take a plastic wrap.
and then put
Making
them
the
in the
papers.
plastic wrap, and put them in the thing.
Yeah.
And then you had a ring with all the people's names and whether they just got papers 7 days a week or they just got Sunday only.
Okay.
If they only got Sunday, you had to upsell them, and the guy would give you another 50 cents, and then you worked on your tips. I did that shit for maybe a year. I won all the awards. And then my mom was like, what are you doing? I'll pay you more. You don't have to do nothing. You can hang out and watch TV and fucking just stock the bar and clean. But work ethic, and I'll tell you what happens. Like, work ethic is one thing, but going to work for yourself, like what you do, you're in a corporation. Right?
Straight up.
I've been a corporation since 1987. I decided I was a corporation when I heard the words that you could work for a fixed income, or your life could be there's no ceiling on your salary. And dog, I became a corporation after that. When I was stealing, I became all that shit. I knew at the end of the month there was a magic number. I knew that there was 3 numbers. There was a number that would keep me alive. There was a number that I could do a little something with.
Yep.
And then there was a number I could snort some coke and have a few fucking drinks and cocos and watch TV. But there was 3 numbers. And you either had to hit one of those numbers. God forbid you surprised the top number. Then you lived however the fuck you want to live.
Yeah.
But there was always numbers that I had to hit. You know, I didn't want to work for the conventional salary. I never did. Like, since I was in fucking high school, I was like, I get it now. I don't want to have a ceiling over my income. Or an income over a ceiling on my income. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I always loved sales. I adored sales because it was
bonuses.
commission. Yeah, bonuses, bro.
Straight up.
So if I sell 13, I get 5. If I sell 14, I get another 500. 15, you get 1,000, and 1,000 per car after that. Watch me. You tell a motherfucker like me that if you go sell 3 cars, you get $100 cash today. Watch me. Watch if I make calls, or watch if I call my girlfriend, or watch it. I would go up to people, give them like a 5-minute pitch, and if they weren't fucking buying, get the fuck out. I want to come look at cars. Go to the mall down the corner. They got all the cars in the world. Just walk around the lot of the mall. The mall goes fucking counterclockwise. You can look at all and they just look at you like, what the fuck? Yeah. Either we're buying or we're dying. What do you want to do? I could end your day right now. You could be home in 2 hours, or you could go to talk to all the cars. The car you're looking for is right here. The price don't work for you, we'll make it work or come close to you. I always loved that type of shit. I always loved talking. You know, I didn't mind hard work either. I don't mind digging a trench, George.
Yeah, I did that for 7 years. I was a certified journeyman. Like, I can form it and finish it.
What, the concrete?
It's concrete. I can still do that shit.
No shit.
Hell yeah. They sent me. I was an apprentice. They sent me to this academy at the Whittier Sheriff's Department. Me and all kinds of other 19 to 23-year-old people learning like how to. I used to have a 8-pound sledgehammer, fucking metal stakes. I was smooth.
How old were you?
I was 20, 19, 20, because I had just had Georgie. Before that, I used to do telemarketing. Like I was good at booking timeshare appointments. And then I was like, fuck this. My girlfriend's uncle was like, hey, homie, you need to take care of your son. You want to work? They gave me a job. John Palacio gave me this job at TerraCal in Irwindale. I'll never forget that shit. Like, our first job was in Agora Hills. He said, be there at 6:30. I was there at 5:15. Chilling. Coffee, donuts, thinking construction was going to be with boots. They're like, throw that shit away, dog. Let's go. Hey, dog, I worked my fucking ass. These fools were animals. Animals. And they taught me. That was like my first adolescence, dog. Like, that was when I learned how to eat ass, Lee. That was like, all these old men would fuck with me. And they're like, oh, you're 20, you have an apartment. They're like, when you go home, put her underwear on your head and fucking sniff it and bone her. And I was doing this stupid shit. I remember my girlfriend going, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, yeah. Hey, but you know what? That job, I love Joey because, like you said, you're working with 13 other men. No one there's a snitch. Everybody has their own bad habit of something. He smokes. He does weed. That fool does uppers, downers, coke, alcoholics. It was dope. And that's how we get to make fun of each other and shit. Find out who sucks and who doesn't.
You know, it's so weird how you look at kids and your own kids. You know, like, what is good for them when they get out of high school?
Yeah,
you know,
I'm going through that.
In the back of your mind, you're like, you know what? You need to go to college. And you're like, wait a second, bro.
Fuck no.
I'm from the school of hard knocks. And I learned just as much as in college by doing this job, and this job. I did this job for 2 years, this job for a year, and this job for a year. And it made me hip to everything I had to be hip to prepare me for life, you know?
Yeah.
And I've said it before on this podcast, sales, because you're always going to be selling yourself for the rest of your life. Even when you're 65 and you're calling fucking Social Security, you're going to be selling yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm missing an eye. I need to check on the first.
Yeah, and you have that, Joey. You got this charisma and this likability and this like newness. Joey always says like a new word. Like, what the fuck? Where'd you come up with that? I can see you as a salesman just out there. Like, come on, dog.
I loved it.
I know you want. Don't you want to meet a girl? Get this car.
I love the art of selling.
Right?
I loved the art of selling, especially not selling to be a jerk off, but to sell you because you definitely need this particular product.
Okay.
Like, that's why now, if I ever quit doing comedy or podcasting, I'd sell Subarus because I've had them for 20 years.
Yeah,
I know
you can
everything
sell a
around.
Subaru.
I could sell the shit out of a Subaru. If it's something that you love, you know, I get things for sponsors all the time, you know. And it's so weird in the beginning, we would take whatever it was, chocolate covered strawberries, whatever. Now I look to see if I would use the product.
Okay.
You know, if I had a company that fucking, you know, I needed to get toothbrush, you know, Quip. Quip makes a great portable toothbrush. You know, it has a timer. I appreciate that shit. Yeah, a timer for each side. You know, fucking Manscaped, you know, is a trimmer. And they have all this stuff for your balls.
Oh,
I truly
shit.
believe they sent me the razor, the Manscaped, and all this stuff.
Do they got like a different color from your ball hairs to your face
No,
hairs?
they just got a bunch of different things. Well, listen, after you shave your balls with something, I don't want it close to my own nose.
Yeah, it's a different.
It's not like I'm going to shave and trim under here, under these little nose hairs to improve people. Listen, I got to shave.
We used to do that to some phone prison dog.
Oh,
We
yeah,
used to
just-
shave our balls. He'd be like, "Go ahead, shave your head."
Yeah, yeah. You know, no. This is, I mean, and they're great.
rash
They
on
have
your
stuff to trim your
Oh wow.
goatee. They,
I need something like that right now.
bro, Manscaped is shit. They also have a
Manscaped?
ball wipe.
A ball wipe?
Ball wipe that you wipe your balls, so I keep it in my little jujitsu bag, in my kickboxing bag. You gotta go get a smoothie after. You don't want to be walking around with a stinky
Nah.
ball. You know when the Lord's gonna throw a ball sniffer in your life. You never prepared for a good ball sucker.
Ah, fuck.
You ever notice that? Whenever somebody wants
It's
to suck
so
your ball,
true.
they smell like a death of billy goats. You know, when your balls are clean, right? You ever been in your living room dry? Like you come out of the shower, you just did Irish Spring, and you're sitting there watching the NFL, and your legs open, letting your balls dry. How come no ball sniffers fly into the window then and want to suck your cock? You bump into cocksuckers. This is when I was young. I'm not talking about the last 19 years. Whenever I wanted to get a dick sucking, my dick always smelled.
Nobody was.
At least girls always say to you, hold on, I have to go to the bathroom first. Because they're checking to see what their fucking onion smells like to make sure they throw some hot water on it. We don't do that. We just give you dick without the washing,
Yeah.
with the fucking, that little white stuff on your dick. You ever get that? You ever don't pull the skin back for a week, and you get that little
What?
hummus?
Yeah.
A week, you're supposed to do what? Oh,
It looks like a Mexican cheese.
When I was a kid, dog, I hated washing my dick. It wasn't necessary.
oh.
It's not till you're in the 6th or 7th grade that you know that you got to wash your dick. When you're young, you're like, I don't need to wash this thing.
Thank God I'm circumcised.
Then one day you pull the skin back, it looks like an ingrown toenail.
Yeah.
There's fucking dust and shit under that fucking
Yeah,
cheese
it looks
helmet.
like Q-tips that died.
Yeah, so who the fuck needs that in their life? So I just do the best you can. They have the ball wipe. Manscaped's just a good product.
They have a toner.
I could sell what I believe in. Is what I'm trying to say. to you.
It sounds like it.
On it, I could sell if I believe in.
I went to On It headquarters with Rogan, dog.
How was it, dog?
Dog, it was fucking
Did
crazy.
you meet Aubrey?
Yeah, Aubrey was awesome. He came to the show the first night, and then we went out. I was scared. I haven't worked out in years. And we did stations and shit, but they have like a jiu-jitsu class for adults, one for kids. They got this like huge place where they have like the drinks and the what are the supplements and all that. And
give you
then
everything there.
dog, it was awesome.
And they have stations there?
Yeah, stations.
What did you do? Club bats?
I did the row, the bars, or what's that shit called? The dumbbells,
Kettlebells?
kettlebells, some jump rope, and then the punching bag. And it was weird, dog, because like I've always been the guy at the gym that's like, these motherfuckers were animals, dog. There was girls there squatting like 3 plates, but it was bad. I like the vibe that they had there.
I'll tell you something. Aubrey's done a great job with us.
Yeah, great guy.
You know, I could talk shit. I mean, they were our sponsor like 3 months in. and I liked what they were doing already. I liked the Alpha Brain. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't know much about the shroom tech and stuff, but the more I work with them, the more I read their website. And I can't repeat the words that you read on their website. They're for smart people. But from taking their products, I know it's a good product.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, it's a good fucking product. I got to order some more. I haven't ordered, you know, they give me an amount every month.
Okay.
That I can get a little bit, a couple. I don't go crazy. I don't take advantage of them. I just get the shroom
Yeah,
tech
be
and
grateful.
Immune, and every other month I'll get the fucking Alpha Brain, and they, you know, I've called Joe and they've sent me kettlebells. I haven't, and they sent me the club bats.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like, yesterday I couldn't go work out, so I just did the club bats and I hit the bag in my backyard.
That's what's
You
up.
know, I'm on the antibiotics still, so I got to be fucking cool as shit. So it was just, it's a real good company, and that's basically it. Is selling what you like. I could never sell a fucking, what's those things you used to sell on the phone? Those
Timeshare.
condos?
Timeshares.
That's bullshit. Anybody who gets
Yeah.
in a timeshare, they get raped. Now, finally, I've seen the commercials that you can call the service and they unrape you with a timeshare.
Yeah.
Timeshare. You got to be a fucking retard to get a timeshare from day one. Like, yeah, we're going to come out here every year, once a year. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to get sick of it after 4 fucking years. Now, we're smart.
Yeah.
No, it's not smart. Just mind your business.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere the same fucking year. I don't want to go anywhere twice the same fucking year. I do it in comedy. Clubs get furious at me.
I know.
You're not coming to New
They're
Jersey.
trying to add shows when you were there. You're like, no, my plane leaves tomorrow.
My plane leaves tomorrow. I'm done. I had 3 days. You got me. That's it.
Yeah.
Use me to the best. You want to do a 6 a.m. show? I'm all in. I'm awake. I'm ready to fucking rock. But if not, it's just
But with the timeshare, I was an appointment setter. So it was kind of like all I had to do was get him to go to the appointment, and they would give me $60 every
Yeah.
couple that
You're
showed.
like the mayor of Auschwitz. You're the same difference. You walk them into the cave. Listen, it's going to be a great time. They do the midnight show and shit. Just go in there. I'll come check on you in an hour. You come back in an hour. They're throwing dust water on, gasoline. They're looking at you. I thought you were going to hook us up. I thought it was a triple feature. I thought it was the double Harry. What is it? The Dirty Harry triple feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't take people to the grave like that. I've tried. When I worked, I tried. Don't get me wrong. But I used to work for a company that used to sell medicals, OSHA.
Okay.
But their scam was, if we don't get the package back in 15 days, we'll bill you. It was $199. You're a doctor.
Yeah.
But guess what? If I got to pay $200 or walk to that post office, there's some days, if you catch me at the right moment, I'll give you the $200 not to go to that fucking post office, you know?
Didn't you used to go to those timeshare meetings though when you were a
I
comic?
would go to them for the $50.
Yeah, because
They give you $75 to sit
yeah,
there.
and they
pick
give you like a free jukebox and like a vacation pass.
Dog, there's nothing like when you walk into a place, you ain't got no money, you got bad credit, and you're going to tell them no the first time, and then you're going to put them through hell. Because, like, no, why not? I got bad credit. Oh, we work with bad credit people all the time. And that's when you start asking for shit. Really? You got any sandwiches? We'll get you a sandwich. Just fill out this little credit app, and you take your time on the credit app. You got any chips? You got any Jell-O or any whipped cream or anything like that? And by the time you're nice and full, they run your credit app and they come back with their face pale. Like, listen, you were right. You do have bad credit. And now it just gets around. So you just keep going to these timeshares, and at the end of it, you go, I got bad credit.
Yeah.
I just came to see what it was all about. Well, thank you for coming today. They got pissed off at you.
Yeah, but what?
I'm
Hey,
only here for 3 days. I got to take all the $75 pieces I can. The club's
Yeah.
for 5 shows in those days. Myrtle Beach paid like $300.
damn.
I weren't paying, $450 to feature with a condo around the corner, which was nice. They had a nice pool,
Okay.
and you could walk to the beach from the condo. So I would turn a $450 week into a fucking $950 week
Okay.
by doing seminars Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday and Sunday I slept, and then I stayed there till the next guys came in on Wednesday. That's how you save on money. You just stay in
Straight
the
up.
condo, tell the lady when she comes to clean it Monday night, I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm saving money. I'm not gonna eat in this fucking dirty condo.
Hell
I'm gonna
no.
go to the supermarket, eat sandwiches. I got paid. I'm saving on rent for the next week too. Like,
Yep.
if you're on the road and you're staying on the road, you stay in the condo till Wednesday. If it only takes you a day drive to the next destination, they'll let you stay in the condo to save money.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
That's cool.
I mean, you're above condo work right now. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, fuck no more condo.
Rogan took you to Four Seasons and shit.
Dog, that shit fucked me
When
up.
they make coffee, bro. He took me to Four Seasons once. I think it was in Denver. Bro, they had a coffee machine in the hallway, like an espresso, on the 12th floor. Every floor had a coffee machine. Are you fucking kidding me? This was years ago. I thought I hit the jackpot.
I was worried when I went. I lost my fucking credit card in Houston. So I fucking pulled out $3,000 thinking I was going to be like, yo, here's $3,000. Does this cover? I went there and they're like, that doesn't even cover how much it costs to stay here. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So I called my baby's mom. I said, hey, I need you to send your credit card info. She's like, I got you, whatever. They were looking at me weird because they didn't know who I was. Once they fucking seen who booked the room and shit, they came back to the room they gave me sodas and sandwiches and shit. Like Four Seasons flipped out. They're like, hey, just so you know, you got $300 credit to eat, to watch whatever you want every day. I was like, you guys wouldn't even take my credit card. They're like, we made a mistake. Dog, it was wild. It was crazy.
They took you to Fogo de Chao?
No, we went to, we ate with Alex Jones on the patio. That was wild. And we were only there for 2 days.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Came back Sunday.
They wouldn't have let Alex Jones into the comedy club. You said
Cap. They wouldn't let him in the store either, I heard.
Come on.
Yeah. I heard Sam was supposed to have him there on Comedy Chaos, and they're like, nah.
No shit.
Yeah, you can always edit this if you want.
No. I was going to have him on the podcast.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard.
I was
because
serious.
my producer, Xavier, he produces for Sam now.
Okay.
And he was like, dog, the store wouldn't let Alex Jones on my homie. They kicked him out of 7-Eleven when I was... Dog.
Bro, when Aaron kicked you out, when ISIS kicks you out of 7-Eleven, you've pissed somebody off. You've really hit the fucking piss. I love Alex.
I just
love
met him. He
Alex.
was
And
cool.
let me tell you something about Alex.
I don't know what he's done.
70% of the shit he talks about is money, and it's an education for people to listen. But the other 30% is so fucking out there that it nullifies the 70% of good shit. Like I watched him on Rogan. He was talking some shit that was on the money. But then he goes off into whatever. I was going to have him on about 3 or 4 weeks ago, the week before I went to New York to do the movie. And I was sick. I was feeling like shit. And we had done a podcast early, and he called me, and he said he was going to be a half hour late. We've been sitting here since 12 o'clock. We just wrapped up a podcast for you to be here on time, early.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be, I go, is he going to be late to 3:30? Like a half hour? And I go, no, he's going to be there more like 4:30. It's not going to happen. You know, I can't wait an hour. In fact, your producer called me like 8 times.
To make
told me
sure.
he'd be here at 3:30.
Yeah.
And then Eddie called and said he had to leave at 4:40 to go coach his kids' softball game. I wasn't mad or anything.
Yeah.
The problem was that I needed Eddie here to play not devil's advocate, to calm him down.
Yeah.
I don't know how to calm. Me, I just know how to yell.
Yeah.
But if he comes in here with the craziness, I gotta fucking say something. And if he says something about the school killing with the kids, I gotta throw him off the balcony. I gotta.
I didn't even know he said any of that shit. That's what
Sandy Hook and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that makes me depressed. You know.
Hey, it's fun. I can see you too. Just throw.
Well,
Hey,
you know-
Joey, what's going on?
You know me, dog. I got no. You can't be
Soldier.
talking about kids. People,
Nah.
I have a child. I would hate for my child to something happen
Straight
at
up.
school, and then somebody mocks my child.
Straight
so a lot
up.
of the shit he says is beautiful. I love Alex. I've had hilarious times with Alex. I had a great time on the show. I gave him edibles twice.
What did he do?
Oh, dog. He was at the UFC with us twice. He didn't learn his lesson the first time. The first time he came to Vegas, and he called my motherfucking bluff. He goes, those edibles don't get me high. They're not going to do nothing to me. I don't know what I gave him. He said that his body was, he had some type of Joe DiMaggio blood like Bert Kreischer, and he wasn't going to get high. Me and Ari in those days used to come to those things stuffed with edibles and acid.
Did you own Benjamin him? Did you? Is
No,
that when it started?
We gave him the real deal. We gave him a piece of edible. He ate it in front of us like nothing happened. He's like, I'm telling you guys, you're wasting your time with this. This is not going to go down. And all of a sudden we got to the UFC, and it was the good section of Vegas. There was one of those places, the MGM Grand.
Expensive ass seats.
They gave you free food in this section till the main card.
Oh wow, you don't gotta get up or nothing.
So they would give you hot dogs, a soda, popcorn, or a pretzel.
Okay.
And he's either sitting behind me or in front of me, and I'm gone. Me and Ari are gone, giggling. We're looking at the fights. We're betting on the fights. And all of a sudden, Alex Jones is telling us how these edibles don't work. And this shit's a joke in California just to scare the consumer. And next thing you know, bro, that waitress came by and he grabbed her. He grabbed her like the hand on the crib. You know when the hand comes out of the cemetery? And he grabbed this waitress and he's like, excuse me. What do you have? And she's like, I got pretzels, hot dogs, sodas, and whatever. Popcorn. And he goes, give me one of each. I go, what happened? I thought it didn't hit you. Well, this must be heavy duty because whoever made this. And then after we went to dinner and he disappeared. And then there was a UFC in Houston. I think it was the GSP one. He came up from Austin. And that's when I had those badass. I used to get these little cookies, these little chocolate chip, white choco. Somebody made them. I remember I brought one specifically. He was talking shit. We ate it, and then at the UFC, he just disappeared.
Yeah.
And his assistant came up to me that night and we don't know where Alex went. And I'm like, where the fuck did he go? Then like an hour later, when we were headed out of there, the assistant told Rogan, yeah, your friend gave him a cookie, and he's in the hotel room seeing Martians and shit. Joe was mad at me for like 2 minutes, and we just fucking died of that. And that was the last time I saw him. So I was looking forward to seeing him a couple weeks ago. I don't want the church family to think that I was mean to him. No. I don't really give a fuck if people ban him.
Yeah.
That gives us more. I like people who've been banned from society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm here to give you a second chance. So,
straight up.
It was just at the time, it was a time constraint.
Yeah. Isn't there a conspiracy that he used to have the same agent as a famous comedian that died?
I don't know. Who's the famous comedian?
I forgot it. He was bomb. He was a store favorite.
Not Kinnison.
No, he was a young kid that somebody found. Kinnison took him under his wing, I think.
Somebody found.
Yeah. He's from Texas, this guy, I think.
Bill Hicks?
Yes.
Bill Hicks.
They said that Bill Hicks is Alex Jones. Same age, same agents, and all that shit. That's just the conspiracy. Look at Joey's face right now, like these motherfucking cocksuckers.
They're fucking rotten.
Joey doesn't like any of that stuff.
Me neither. That's why I had to tell him. He looked at me like,
Listen, it's not that I don't like him.
No. You don't like conspiracy theories.
No, it's not that I don't like conspiracy theories. It's like anything else. I don't like anything that wastes a person's time. Mm-hmm. I don't like stuff that I look at and go, that's a waste of time. But maybe you look at it and say it's informative. That's great.
yeah.
But for you to really dwell into it and take you away from your potential, that shit kind of pisses me off.
I'm not really into him. I'm into feeding people into him and seeing what they say.
I love Alex.
Oh, yeah.
It's not being against him or whatever. You know, it's like gay people. We all have a gay friend. And we all feel weird about gay people or whatever. But if you ever met some, like I put the roster up last week from when I was in a couple weeks ago, like a month ago. I put the roster up of an open mic in Seattle. Rita O was a transgender. In 1995, how many people were really tight with a transgender? Guess what? I was.
Yeah.
Because she became a comedian to me.
Okay.
It's the same way I look
it was
at
a man becoming a girl?
Yeah.
Well, what was Rita's original name?
Fucking Dumbo. I don't know. He was half Japanese and half Irish.
Wow.
And his big joke on stage was that he had his dick in a jar. He really did carry it around.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
So
did.
he got it cut off already?
Yeah, it was like liquefied or mummified. I don't know. But he was on disability.
Wow.
She was on disability. It was a very... I saw the sadness in it at the time. She really tried to fit in, and I gave it that opportunity.
I feel you.
I took a lot of shit, dog.
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
on paper, I'm a different person. You know what I'm saying? I'll say something about black people. You and I both know how much I love Mexicans,
Come on.
black people. So you just make a joke. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's when you see the humanity in them. I saw the humanity in Rita. You know, I know a lot of gay people, and I'm tight with a lot of gay people, and I overcome it because I don't look at it. It's got nothing to do with me.
For me, it was hard, dog, because getting out of prison, we wanted to kill them. It's
The
on
gay people
site.
in
Yeah.
prison?
Yeah. And then to get out, I had to like really readjust myself. Like, all right, dog, you're no longer in a society where the rules, those are rules that when you go to prison, you're going into another world. So that's the rules of that world will never change.
Will never change, right? I understand what
And
you're
then when I
saying.
got out, I was like, all right, homie, now you have an option. And it was kind of weird, but hey, dog, I got a couple homies, you know what I mean? From comedy. Comedy makes you meet weird people. I'm weird to them too.
You know, when you first start comedy out, the first 3 or 4 years, you meet open mic girls to the comics. And your first thought is like, wow, this isn't a bad job.
Yeah.
You know, I get to meet hot chicks. I'm going to try to fuck her. And maybe the girl, it's the truth. I mean, maybe the girl doesn't have her feet on the floor
Yeah.
properly at the time for comedy, you know. You're going to help me write jokes and all this shit. And you sleep with them. After 3 or 4 years, if you slept with 2 or 3 comics, then you start becoming a comic. You start looking at them genderless. Like last night I saw Felicia. What do I gain by hitting on Felicia?
Yeah.
What do you gain by hitting on Kate Quigley or Chelsea? Whatever.
Skidmore.
What's the next Skidmore? You just get another comic that says, I met George and he was kind of creepy. You're going to see those people for the next 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
And God knows if she ever marries somebody fucking like a famous fucking director and she brings your name. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Yeah, we're going to make, in comedy, you're not going to like everybody. That's the beautiful thing about life. Not everybody likes everybody. I mean, we get along, and you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're
Tons
talking
of people
about.
that you get along with, but you're not going to invite them to your house for Easter Sunday
Yep.
to eat with you, and I understand that. The same thing goes with comedy. But 20 years ago, like by 1995, I understood what a female comic was. And I tried my hardest to be a gentleman around them. Now, this goes both ways. See, when I meet a female comic and she's at the condo, I'm going to fart. I'm going to scratch my balls. You want equality.
I'm the headliner.
So, no, even if I was featuring, never headlining, I'm going to induct you into the family of what it's like to be in this world.
Yeah.
So when we're eating lunch, if I make a racist remark or a joke, you got to laugh. If I say something about farting or fucking the chick up the ass and put my dick in her mouth, you understand me?
Yeah.
As a woman, you have to lose those feelings of, ew, gross.
Yeah.
You have to look at me as another comic.
Yep.
It's really fucking weird what you learn in the comedy world or even the business world. You know, now, let's say you get a job at the LA Phil. First thing you got to do is take a fucking class now on getting along with coworkers. And
For real?
Yeah, especially now with Biden touching that Mexican fucking neck. What the fuck was he thinking? You know, rubbing her shoulders and shit. He smelt that Mexican scalp. It smelled like 10 dead fucking cornfields, like her uncle fries corn all day. And he's like, why did I touch this Mexican for? That's what you get, bitch. Keep your hands to yourself hugging these ugly fuckmen. That chick is ugly as fuck. That governor, she looks like a Mexican ape, that chick.
Oh, yeah.
That's like Mexican Planet of the Apes. Why would he want to fuck her? Biden hasn't had a hard-on since the Nixon administration. You think he really wants to fuck this Mexican? He's just so old.
Yeah.
And he wanted to fit in. Well, now that's not allowed no more. They call it something, sexual awareness training.
Damn.
You have to be sexual awareness trained. In comedy, they don't have that.
Yeah. I've only worked at strip clubs lately,
Yeah.
so we don't have. There's no HR. There's no
There's
HR.
no HR. And that's the thing about working with that you get to know from female comics. You're like, I can't make this chick my enemy, and I can't fuck her. So I'm going to keep her in between as an ally.
Yeah.
She becomes an ally. And pretty soon, if you treat her with respect, pretty soon you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Someday, like little Esther or anybody, they're going to start dating a writer. And that writer's going to come home one day and say, who did you have for this part? And she's going to go, you know who's always been nice to me? Joey. Not the funniest guy in the world, but he's been nice to me. You know, that's the thing about having those female friends. They look out for you. They have the
Just
mother
like we
thing.
do the reverse.
Yeah, they have the mother thing going on.
Yeah.
So if you're cool to them, they're cool to you. You can't
Yeah.
fuck every comic. So why?
Oh,
you fuck-
I have never
no,
fucked a comic.
no, I have.
Never?
Never.
I have, and it's not a good thing.
I've
It's a
never
mistake.
fucked a comic.
It's really a mistake. I'll torture. When I was also 7 years into comedy, and I also have to blame the blow on that because her and I
Yeah.
used to do blow together, and things would happen.
Doing
You know?
drugs with a girl comic?
Yeah, shit. You know, when you do an open mic, you meet all types, and you can either let them come over your house and sleep it off, or you can start swapping spit with them and end up fucking them, and now you have a situation at the club.
Emotions
now,
are involved.
Now the next time she sleeps with a comic, you're gonna be pissed. When
Yeah.
you pick up a customer, she's gonna be pissed. So it's better not even to get involved unless you're gonna marry that person.
Yeah.
Unless you look at that person, you know for like 3 or 4 months, you and her have this electricity, it's not worth it. Because somewhere along the line it's gonna bite you in the fucking ass. If you get more funny than she does,
Yeah.
if she gets more success than you, it never ends good. You know, I made the mistake, bro. You know, we used to leave the comedy club and go to a couple bars, and then she'd go, "What do you want to do next? Let's go to your house." You know, okay. My roommate's out of town. She's an electrician or whatever the fuck she is. And the first couple times, you know, when you first start doing comedy, you dedicate so much of your life to comedy that's all you're meeting.
I remember that.
Yeah. It's not like you get a chance to meet straight chicks. When you meet a
Yeah.
straight chick that's not a comic, you're almost out of Harvard. For the first 5 years of comedy, you only meet comic girls and waitresses.
Yeah.
You don't meet nobody outside that circle. It's not like you go to a library and the chick. You're at those places. So
I was lucky. I was fucking the strippers that I was working with in the daytime.
Or the waitresses at bar, which is
Yeah.
also bad business because
Yeah.
they're the ones that report to the commissioner when you're gone. You know, so if you fuck a waitress,
For real.
if you fuck a waitress, another waitress is going to find out, and she's going to go up behind your back and the other waitress and say, you know, when Joey Diaz was here, Janine sucked his dick in the green room. Or they went drinking somewhere, something like that. So you always lose.
yeah.
Knock on wood, I did it one time with, I never really messed with waitresses. My thing was the other comic. And the only other waitress I even looked at was Terry, and I ended up marrying her. And I knew it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's
When
up.
I met Terry within the month,
Yeah.
I had an idea.
It was.
I just got along with her.
Yeah.
She was easygoing.
You wanted to be around.
She understood me. Then the second month or third month, she did something that blew my mind. Like she didn't care about money. She gave me the last $14 she had in 4 cigarettes to go to New York. Usually when a chick does that, you're embarrassed as fuck. I wasn't embarrassed. Like I took it as we were a team now. So right off we met in July, and I knew by August that we were gonna hang out. You know, this was cool. This was cool. I don't know if I'll marry her now, but somewhere along the line, and look, knock on wood. You know, things
Straight
happen.
up.
Things evolve, George Perez. What else, brother?
It's chilling, brother. You know, grinding. I did my 100 episode podcast. It was fucking insane,
And
Joe.
you did it live
We did it live
at the strip club.
at the strip club. Started at 9 o'clock. I got there at 7:30 to set up. We already had 80 motherfuckers in that place. Everybody was trying to give me coke and shit. I was like, dog, I gotta perform. Chill out. Like it was wild. They kicked the taco guy out. We're not eating tonight. There was a taco guy that was outside. They told us, get the fuck out of here.
Everybody was snorting.
Yeah, get out of here. And it was cool. 30 strippers showed up. I thought about it. I was going to hit up Lee and be like, you're licking ass tonight. You down for the 100
No
episodes?
choice.
I had a show. I would have come.
You
I
got to
should
take
have
them
come.
down there with all those Mexican
Can I?
bikers.
Joey, can I?
2 times.
Hey.
Especially the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Take them down.
whenever
there.
you want.
Get them
All
down
right.
there. Get them down there. Get them to eat some pussy.
Oh, I got
Get
it.
him to fuck a chick with chlamydia so he's got pimples on his
Why does she have to have chlamydia?
Because you need
It's
to
an
get all this shit.
experience.
It's an experience.
Your body will now, when
You need
it.
to, if you want to become a great comedian like you want to, you got to take
Yeah.
some of the ropes and limitations you have
Yeah.
off yourself.
But why am I giving myself
You
chlamydia?
have too many limitations and too many ropes.
That's a good limitation to
No,
have.
and it's time for you to break out of your fucking rusty cage. If not, you're gonna end up in your cage forever, my friend.
Yeah. You know what? I got hit up by other strip clubs because they heard all the strippers left their clubs to come to this because my podcast is so much about strippers. And they went back and told the owner, it's Tuesday night. This guy had 115 people in the club at 9
Who
o'clock.
else hit you up?
As far as strippers or comedians?
Strip clubs.
Oh, I got hit up by the Rhino.
Where's the Rhino at?
There's 4 of them now. They got them in Torrance, everywhere. Rhinos, like, they're like the Improv.
They have
got
one in Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah, they got one in every state. They ain't fucking around. But it's kind of a cool idea. If I was to do it, I'd go to a strip club on an off night, take the door, have a porn star on stage with me and a comedian from that state, and just do a live podcast. And then afterwards, there's so many customers in there that the strippers are like, all right, now it's time to get naked. Because all the strippers at my show were in the audience.
That's crazy.
And they were just like, hey, after the show, can we dance in here? And I was like, yeah, because you're allowed to audition for one day. So they sign a paper they're auditioning. And dog.
You're gonna come back in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna look like George.
I had to sneak away from my home fucking party episode. It was like 1 a.m. There was still 80 people in there. I couldn't find my keys, and they were like, I put them on my tire, like if you went in when you go to the car wash.
Yeah.
Because everybody kept going, let me use your key to do coke. I was like, no, you guys are gonna give them back. Fuck that. So I put them and I hit them on my car tire, and I was looking from everywhere, and I found them, and I fucking left. I just left. Went to the house 20 minutes later. Where you at, dog? We're here. We want to make sure you got home safe. I was like, bitch, my car's on the driveway. You know I got home safe. And then first time I called in to work in about 8 years.
Did you really? You were that fucking...
And then my owner called me and he was like, don't trip, dog. No girls showed up today. They were all there last night. Yeah.
So nobody was there in the day shift?
No, because all the day shift came and worked night shift. And the club that I did it at was called House of Eden in Fullerton. My owner of my club, his brother owns that club. I did it so the money stayed in the family. And guess what the bar did on a fucking Tuesday night? 7,000.
Yeah, you had all those people join.
Dog, cholos were, but there was buckets of bottles on the floor. Like it was too much. We had the midget was there, that famous midget. She showed up and she's imagine Patrice O'Neal as a girl midget. She was wearing little black leather gloves, dog. She was with it though. She was with it. It was wild, dog. We got camp. I'll show you some videos. It was a wild night.
It's funny. Last night I was talking to Jason Lucas a couple weeks ago, whatever, and we were talking about how people grow. I watched you grow so much in the last 2 years.
Thank you, brother.
It's been like you just see people and you're like, let me keep my eye on that person. And every 6 months, you keep your eye on 3 people. You watch their movements. You watch their social media. You hear about them. You've grown a lot, man.
Thank you, brother.
And now you're doing this podcast. So you've done 100 episodes already.
Yeah. 100.
And you had Martine down there?
Yeah, I had Martine, Jason Rouse. I had Danny, the sound engineer from the Comedy Store.
What was he doing?
He's been on my podcast. He was tripping out. He was just like, hey, George, like, there's nowhere to sit. I was like, go sit on that girl's lap. It was even, dog. Imagine going to a strip club and you just seeing perverts there. No, there was fine ass. They were throwing money on me on stage. Girls were telling me to do coke off their pussy in front of everybody. And I was like, man, if everybody turns their phone off, I'll do it. But I can't do it with phones out.
You're living like the Motley Crue, brother. You're the real dirt of comedy. That's what I love about you. You're living like Motley Crue, dog.
Hey, man, I had to. It was fun, dog. You know? Because I've always pictured myself a stripper. I always want to get on stage. I hate when new girls come to the club. I hate when bitches dance to my song. And I love strippers, dog. I got like a special love for
Bond to them.
Because like you know what now? Everybody gives me free weed. The poor strippers, they're getting robbed. So at work, I give all the strippers all the extra weed that I have, and it saves them an hour because, you know, they got kids and families, dog. They get weed at work, go home, smoke with their boyfriend. It's cool. I'm getting a nice bond with strippers. I like it.
Well, you see the humanity side from them. They're not just
exactly how you just said about...
You see the humanity side. Once you see that the girl has... You know, when a girl comes up to you and says, hi, I'm Cinnamon. Do you want a lap dance? And you're like, sure, you fucking pig. And then you're a barracuda. You know, you grab their tits, you have no respect. Mm-hmm. You grab their tit, their pussy until they go stop. And you're like, fuck you. I just gave you $25 for fucking a 3-minute terrible song. I'm going to try to grab this pussy. And then once you stop that, you start talking to them. If they're real, if they're like, my real name is Jesse.
Yes.
It's not Cinnamon.
Dog, Jesse's such a common name.
And I have 2 kids. Jesse and Jennifer's, they're all whores. You never meet more whores named Jennifer in all your fucking life. Remember, I grew up with Irish girls. You meet a Jennifer, you're sucking her tits and a pussy. So it's like, once you sit and talk to them, they go, my name is Jesse, and my husband left me, and I have 2 kids. Tonight they're with their mother. If they're being honest with you, you know it in their voice.
Yeah.
And now they become a woman to you. Now there's nothing different between her and your mom. They're just trying to make ends meet. She's
Straight
a mom,
up.
and she's got no education. Maybe she does, but she knows if she goes to an office, she can't take care of her baby.
Exactly.
And this is the fastest way from A to Z.
And the for sure way.
And the for sure way. She's still got a body left.
Yeah.
The pussy's still tight. I'll let you finger me with gloves on, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to have 2 more kids after this. I don't want to have fucking, what's that, psoriasis in my pussy from your dead skin fingers. I remember I used to date a stripper. One day she came home and she's like, you're not going to believe this. And I go, what happened? She goes, a truck driver wanted to eat my ass for $60. At that time I was broke. I go, $60? Did you do it? She goes, not really, because I didn't want coffee breath in my asshole. I go, what the fuck are you talking about? She goes, oh, truckers drink too much coffee. They have to stay up at night, so their breath is like coffee. Next time, take the fucking coffee breath in your ass.
It's your asshole.
And it's really weird. I dated a stripper, and dating them is completely different.
Oh, yes.
Dating them now, you're putting yourself on Front Street with them. And you know what?
Possessive.
You're trying to be cool, but you ain't cool.
Yeah.
You're laying on guys. You're coming home, and then you start making little remarks. Go take a shower, you dirty snatch bitch.
Oh, they hate that
And
shit.
they hate that shit. So I dated one, and that was it. I knew once that was over, there was no reason for me to walk. Like, I didn't even hang out at strip. I met her at a comedy club in Michigan, and then she made me drive her home and then take her to, what's the one where there's 99 good-looking ones and one ugly one and a fat one? Deja Vu.
Deja Vu, yeah.
Deja Vu.
Oh, you're talking OG shit.
That's Deja Vu's line was 99 pretty ones and one ugly one.
Yeah.
They probably had an ugly one on purpose?
You have to.
No, sometimes
Just
the
in
ugly
case.
guys like, we got like 3 ugly ones right now. And these
But
dirty.
those are the best ones.
Yeah.
What do they do? They don't have any limits?
Everything.
They just-
Imagine just getting jacked off within a minute. Someone just mad dogging you and you nut.
You're staring at me in the eye?
Yeah, we got this one at my work right now, dog. Oh, she's so fine. A DJ quit. She's not fine, but you can tell she knows how to fuck. And one of the DJs quit, came back a week later, got her drunk, strapped her down to his truck, took her home, and he was like, dog, when I turned the lights on, I sobered up. But when those lights were off, I was having the time of my life. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, some of those medium strippers, they've been fucking and sucking since they were 8. It's fucking 4th grade.
For reals. It's crazy.
Dog, I met a girl about a year ago. We were just talking. I don't know what city it was. Columbus, Utah. I think it was Utah. We were talking after the show. There was a couple people there. And she told me right out. Like, she goes, you don't understand. I started giving blowjobs in high school.
Yeah.
I remember being a sophomore. I used to blow my boyfriend everywhere. That was the big thing. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, some of these fuckers.
And she was in front of a lot of other people. There's a lot of other people in the room.
Yeah.
But you never fucking know. You never know what these women have run up to. I like that you work at a strip club, and I like that you found that you look after them.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? You look at them now, and you're like, they could be my daughter.
Yeah.
Any one of them could be my daughter. I mean,
I see dad, dog. I've had to like tell dads, hey, homie, I would love to let you in, but I lose my job. You want my advice? Call her, wait for her. Give her 1,000. This chick ain't gonna leave this. She's making 1,000 today. You better give her 1,000. Try to meet you outside and talk to them. There's been dads that come in there, dog. and
Really?
I'm like, she's 23. Sorry, dog. Like, I'm not. I can't do anything. Trying to fight me and shit.
you know, we had Chelsea Skidmore in here, and she was saying that she danced for a while, and that her father found out and sent her a text.
Wow.
Said, you broke my heart or some shit. I would die, you know.
Yeah.
But you have to look at it from the eye. Who knows why people do the things they do? You know, The evil men do, George Perez. You got no dates in May?
Nothing in May.
Me neither.
Let's do something. Let's do like a 10-seater. First 8 people that come, 2 people on standby.
I'll call you and we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll do some Ice House. It's time.
All right.
just to warm me up before,
Or a belly room or something.
what is it? What am I doing? New Orleans and Atlanta, the 8th and 9th of June. So we'll do something.
If you got
next
any
couple
openings
weeks.
in Atlanta, dog, I'll pay my flight.
No. I got to redo. I got my boy because he's
Okay.
coming up from Florida from a ship, Steve.
Oh, yeah,
Simone.
you're rescheduling everything.
Yeah, I rescheduled everything, so it fucking killed me. But I'm happy you took the time out.
All day.
You did tremendous on your mama's house. You did tremendous today, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
brother.
Thank you, bro. I learned a lot from you, man.
Dangerous, mother. Danger.
Danger.
I want to thank George Perez. I want to thank the Flying Jew, and I want to thank you guys for listening. And now for a word from our sponsors. All right, you dirty bastards. I want to thank George Perez. I want to thank the Christ Killer. But most importantly, I want to thank you little fucking savages. But let's give a word out to our sponsors to get this party started. Like I told you in the beginning, listen, next weekend is Mother's Day, May 12th. Do not forget. Write it down. Seriously, where would you be without your mom? Pro Flowers is here to help you show appreciation this year. If I had a mom, I'd be sending 20 of these. You understand me? As far as my wife's concerned, I will kiss her feet on Mother's Day when these roses come in nice, beautiful colors and they get delivered. Pro Flowers lets you use from a variety of bouquets and vases that suit every mom's style. All you got to do is pick the delivery date. It's that easy. Then Pro Flowers carefully packages your flowers and delivers them with fresh from the farm to your mom. Who's better than them? Express delivery means her flowers stay fresh. So right now, you get 1 dozen assorted roses for $19.99. Beautiful. Double the roses and you get a premium vase for $9.99 more. Visit proflowers.com. Click the microphone in the upper right-hand corner and enter promo code HAPPENING. That's proflowers.com. Click the microphone on the right-hand corner and use the promo code HAPPENING, HAPPNEING. Mother's Day is May 12th, so do not wait. Order like a pro and get this amazing rose deal to thank all the moms in your life. The church is also brought to you by On It. Listen, for years, from the Alpha Brain, which is 100% money back guarantee, to the Shroom Tech Immune Sport, the protein powders, On It is the way to go. Do me a favor, go to onit.com right now. You see a supplement you like on the way out, press in church, and get 10% off your order delivered right to your house. You understand me? Also, you want to make a little Gitas for Mother's Day. My bookie is here to help you out, whether it's pro baseball, hockey, MMA, UFC. You got a big fight coming in Bellator in June, and you want to be ready, Jack, because the bottom line is Gitas. You understand me? My bookie is the place for you. My bookie loves baseball, hockey, MMA. Constantly delivers a great selection of bets for everything that you're in your world. Even better, they process all payout requests within 48 hours, so you get paid fast when you win. Fast, gratis. You pay, you win, you get paid. Best of all, their easy-to-use mobile site lets you place bets within seconds from anywhere. And to make sure you got plenty of cash, my bookie will give you a 50% bonus on your first deposit. Just visit MyBookie AG today and use promo code CHURCH. That's promo code CHURCH. Things are simple with my bookie. You play, you win, and you get paid. Again, I want to thank Pro Flowers. I want to thank my bookie. And I want to thank On It. But most importantly, I want to thank you motherfucking savages. While I'm here in New York, in between 2 fucking movies and whatnot, and writing and doing it all, you guys got my back always. You understand me? So I want to thank George Perez. I want to thank the Christ Killer. But most importantly, I want to thank you motherfuckers. Have a great weekend. See you Monday morning. Tip-top Magoo. Ready to fucking go. George Perez and Lee, kick this motherfucking mule.